Hello, this is our table. Hello, this. Hello, everyone. The company we are going to talk about today is Google. This is our table of content. First, we will introduce the company. Next, we are going to talk about its performance. Then, we will analyze the SWOT of Google. So, let's get into our introduction. Starting with the background, Larry Page and Sergey Brin started a search project called Bedrock in 1996. 2 years later, in 1998, they launched Google as a company. The following years, the company expanded by releasing products like Google News, Maps, and Google Chrome. Next, let's move on to Google's core product. If you look at the top row from Google Maps to Google Drive, these are the essential tools we rely on every day. Move down to the second row, we have Google Classroom, which made remote learning possible during the pandemic. And finally, with the recent boom in AI technology, tools like Gemini and Notebook LM are now playing an indispensable role. To wrap up our introduction, let's dive into Google's company culture. First is their flat hierarchy. This breaks down barriers, allowing for open communication across all levels and really encouraging employee initiative. Second is flexibility and autonomy. A great example is their famous 20% time, where employees can spend 20% of their work hours on personal passion projects. In fact, some of the core products we just talked about, like Gmail, Google News, and AdSense, were actually born from this exactly policy. Finally, they strongly value innovation and experimentation. Google encourages bold ideas and constant testing. This mindset led to the creation of the Google X Lab, which is the birthplace of futuristic projects like Waymo, self-driving cars, Google Glass, and Project Room.
After we're done with the introduction of the company, let's dive into its performance. The global market share of Google remains stable at around 90%, processing over 8.5 billion searches every day. YouTube boasts 2.5 million monthly users, making it the second largest traffic hub in the world, right after Google search. Unlike traditional search engines like Yahoo, it developed a new algorithm which provides users a quick and easy searching experience. And instead of relying on profiting with one-time purchases, Google offers its service free to use and monetized through targeted advertising. This strategy attracts a massive pool of potential users much faster. In addition to internal developments, it also strategically acquires promising companies and integrates them under its wing. The most famous examples being YouTube and Android. Google brought these companies in their early stages and scaled them using its vast resources. Today, YouTube is a massive advertising engine, and Android ensure that billions of mobile users remain within Google's ecosystem. Right now, Google is no longer just a search engine. It has also grown into an AI-first company. By developing advanced AI services like Gemini and AI overviews, Google redefined how we interact with information. And by developing In different fields of technology, it integrates an ecosystem seamlessly, where every product you use is linked to Google, increasing this switching cost. And with the popularity of Google, it has even become a synonym with search, showing the influence over the world.
After analyzing the secret behind Google's success, let's move on to our SWOT analysis. Starting with its strengths, Google has a vast data moat by connecting its surveys. It gathers exactly what users want so it can deliver highly targeted ads. Along with this, they have mass cash flow and top-tier global talent, ensuring that always have a resource to stay ahead. However, moving to weakness, Google currently suffers from several corporate bureaucracy, where too many layers of management make them slow to relate to smaller, innovative rivals. Furthermore, they have a high AD dependency, with over 17% of their revenue coming from advertising. Looking at opportunity, Google is actively transforming with a major trends lying in the deep integration of Gemini AI. If they can successfully weave AI into productivity tools like Workspace, they can shift from just selling ad to selling subscription. Finally, we face the stress, making perhaps the biggest survival quiz in Google history. AI search disruption is a huge danger to their traditional ad mode. If users get used to reading direct AI answer without clicking web link, Google core profits could collapse on top of that, increasing strict global antitrust lawsuit and privacy law are directly challenging the data monopoly they have relied on for years.